Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Yeah, I'm in my little t-shirt. Believe it or not, it got hot again. Temperatures here regulate, up, down. Ridiculous. Anyway, we got our wind turbine in last night. So, fixing to do a unboxing for you. I stared at it all night last night, wanted to get into it. So, I decided we'll just go ahead and wait today and open it up together and see what we got. Now this is supposed to be the 800 watts 12/24 volt wind turbine. Odds are with the controller rectifier that they send with it, it'll probably only get like 400 watts. When I hooked up to 12 volt instead of 24 volt, so I'm thinking the 800 watts is 24 volts. But we'll check it out, see what happens. The reason I bought this one instead of the smaller 400 watt systems, which I was going to order, actually even attempted to order, this one here came with a 4-year warranty. So that is the Amazon warranty that if anything, whatever, I can send it back. So we'll go ahead and get into it, guys. Okay, so good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. And there's nothing in there. Oh, I think it was upside down. It's okay. Alright, so that looks like the flange. I need to weld 2 pieces of pipe. Let's see how big this is. We got 1 inch and inside diameter 1 1/8. So if I went with you know what, if I went with a 1-inch pipe through the center of this and recess it, put a weld on the inside lip with a pipe going through, and then a weld on the outside of this, and I'll probably use it as a sleeve into another pipe, and then that I can just bolt together, you know, just run a bolt through the double pipe, that way I can actually just sleeve it out. That'll work out pretty good. There is some defects in this flange. Let's see if I can see that here. See those cracks? Not happy about that. There are multiples. Those could be machine gouges, but to me it looks like they're stress cracks from whenever they're machining this part. But that's okay, I can fix that. Alright, so we've got a nose cone, plastic, and a lot of white stuff. Alright. God, this thing is actually heavy. Ooh. That is a metal housing on this, guys. Alright, so 3 wires coming out. So I can't get that in there for you. I can't read it while I'm holding it. Let's see here. Model ZL-800, power rating 800, rated voltage 24 volts, blade numbers 3, wheel dimension 1.2 meters, rotated speed 13 m, net weight 7 kg, production yada yada. Alright, Now again, this says 24, but when I ordered it, it said that it was a 12 to 24. So I'm not really keen on the fins downward. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm not understanding the little Nike swoop there. I would rather have that sealed because that's directional. I don't know, I might try to figure out something to seal that up with. I'm guessing this is aluminum housing. And of course that is the mounts for the blades. But I'm not seeing the blades. Hold on. Set that down, maybe it's down here. Oh yeah, this thing was upside down. That's awesome. And I made sure I put the boxes set right side up. Okay, looks like we got a basic mounting hardware set. Nothing too fancy. So we got mounts for the base and mounts for the blades. Lock nuts. And I'm not seeing any smaller washers, so there's no washers for the blades, just lock nuts. Alright, it did come with some tools. I have no idea what size that is. Okay, 8mm, and we've got 8mm. So this one here actually came with tools. Most of the reviews I've seen, the tools didn't come, but I've got tools, so it would have been fine. But if you don't, alright, now these things are supposed to be made out of a polycarbon plastic. You can see those. You got a slight twist in them. Let me get the measurement here and see what those are. Overall, that would be center 1 foot 10 3/4. Not too bad. I'm guessing it's about 3 feet once you get everything assembled across, so that won't be too bad. At least they're not bent and deformed or anything like that, so that's always a good thing. Alright, moving on. This is what I want to get to. Alright. Charge controller. Alright, FW12-24 waterproof charge controller for wind generator. 12/14 volts. Wind generator breaking voltage at 14.5 volts or 29 volts. Wind generator recover voltage 13.2 or 26.4 volts. Go ahead and show that to all you electrical geniuses that are out there. I am not. Seems pretty self-explanatory though. Hopefully that is picking up for y'all. You can always put it on pause and take a good look at it. So, got little lights on it. Alright, red for positive, black for negative. For the 12 volt system, you see how it's got 3 sets of wires, and if you remember, the turbine only had 3 wires. All I need to use 1. Okay, it doesn't matter what green it is, as long as it's just 1 according to the manufacturer. So the other ones will be tied off and wire nut down. So yeah, a little wiring schematic on it. Alright. Alright. So on this thing, righty is loosening. Getting this face mount off, test out the blades, make sure they fit. This thing right here. Alright, move these wires out of the way. I'll tell you what, this thing is definitely rear end heavy. I figured everything would be kind of balanced out, but it's not. It's really tail heavy, so I'm not a fan of that. It moves very easy. Same with the bearing there. That little rubbing sound you're hearing, that's the wires. Alright, so it's looking like blades are going on this way. It looks like they countersink in that mold. Nope, they go that way. Yep, okay. So you got round circles, and then you got one with a teardrop. If you look at that, there's the teardrop. So it'll definitely mount that way. Alright, so with that being said, check out our back bolts. Looks like we got enough for everything, so shoot one down here. Well, that's pretty cool. The backside, the nuts are already pre-sunk, so that makes it easier to set. I'm not overly tightening anything here. One is because they are lock nuts. I'm just getting them snugged up. To destroy the lock nut. So yeah, it's pretty simple on the design there. This thing does have a nice curvage on it. I don't know if that's picking up at all. So yeah, pretty cool. Unfortunately, I have no way of testing this out. At least here. When I get to Panama City, I will, like I discussed, I have family with property. They live in a rural area on the outskirts of Panama City, actually. So I can actually get this up on a pole and take a look at it and test it out. I cannot do it here. I guess I can hook up a drill to it. But it's just one of those things. Yeah, I'm not even feeling like a stop in it. Usually you can turn these alternators on these things. Well, I'm not sure if it's an alternator on this one, but you can always feel like a little catch. I'm not getting a catch on it, so I'm actually surprised this turbine is actually built as nice as it is. Looks like it's got a rubber gasket between the head too. So yeah, pretty neat. Okay guys, so that is the 800 watt turbine, wind turbine. I did check the overall length with the hub installed on the spindle there. It is 2 foot 3 inches overall. So that's not too bad. Of course, all of this is the actual working components. It doesn't go further down. When you start seeing that slight dip in the turbine, that's where those magnets and everything's going to stop. So I'm going to say it's probably a good 1.25 inches to maybe 1.5 inches further past the seal, which I'm impressed. Alright, so unfortunately I cannot test this here. the association area that I live in, you got to get everything approved to even build a porch, let alone erect a wind turbine. Anyway, there's no wind blowing out here. I mean, it's one of those hot, stagnant days where it just bakes. So I did, a lot of people might be concerned with, well, it's a bigger turbine than the 400 watts. You probably need a lot more wind to get it to generate. You are correct. The startup generation on that is 2 and 2.5 miles an hour wind to begin it to start registering. I forgot what the cutoff was. It was over 30-mile-an-hour winds. 2 days ago, the last report I got from the right at location wind speeds on average where my property is in Wyoming was an average of 20-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah, it's windy where I'm going, guys. It doesn't blow wind all the time, but it does blow a lot of wind. All right. So this is a backup. This is so that we have the ability to charge our our battery banks at night, because it seemed like it always was windy at nighttime when I was out in Wyoming. Also, when it's wintertime, it's a lot of snow and overcast skies when it's wintertime there. So I can't rely on just solar alone. Yes, we will have generators, so don't worry about that, to help with the battery banks. And also the generators will also help with the engine block heaters for the truck, because I've had a engine block freeze, and instead of the freeze plugs popping out, the actual block cracked. Now this was up in Virginia, so yeah, I've experienced cold, trust me. And I've lived out in North Dakota, and I've worked out of Wyoming multiple times during the winter and stuff like that. So yeah, I am used to the cold, guys. I am not used to this heat. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and put up some photos for you. This is our property out in Wyoming. My brother was out there last summer. I think it was. I was at work and then I got hurt, so I believe it was last summer. He took some photos for me, sent down, and I've just been sitting on them. I figured I'd go and show it to you now. There are wild Mustangs out there. Those are protected, by the way. Now, the government there does have a adoption program type of thing. If you want to adopt and raise those wild Mustangs on your property, you can. We're not going to be getting a horse anytime soon. I got too much other projects to be working on. So yeah, as you can see, there's not a tree around. I do know that there are trees in Wyoming. We got into discussion on the trees on another channel. What I was trying to say is that the property where I'm at, there are no trees. As far as you can see, not a tree. There is hardly anything above knee high. We do have some big wolves there though, and they will actually crouch really low to the ground and they'll creep right up on you. Actually, my brother had to shoot one of those, I believe it was last summer. He had sent me a picture. I can't show you that picture because he showed me the aftermath. But yeah, that thing had crept right up on his RV and tripped off his motion sensors. And he saw it. The thing was huge, so he had to put it down because it's a predatory animal. And in Wyoming, they are running rampant. I don't know if they still got a bounty on them or not. So for all those, oh my God, I can't believe you're gonna hurt the animals and all that stuff. When I get out to Wyoming, wolves are fair game. I will have livestock. I have people that need to be able to walk around the property. Yes, we will be fencing in our property, but still, the fact is, it's going down if it comes on the property. I don't want anything killing my livestock, and wolves are bad news. So I get the whole, well, you shouldn't just go around killing. I'm going to eat the damn things. I have no problem eating wolf. I've eaten wolf multiple times in my life. Doesn't taste any different to me than anything else. So the only concern I've got is that what's it, the zombie deer virus. There's been test studies showing that the brain matter, the virus, if it enters the brain of another animal, the animal becomes infected. That was all kind of different. I did a story on this a while back, so I do worry about the wolves contracting that, and then I ingest a tainted wolf. But if you ever heard the phrase dire wolves, my wife likes that. Game of Thrones. They're huge. I mean, there are some big wolves out there. So anyway, guys, I will be able to test that in Panama City to make sure it is up and operational. And like I said, that thing did come with a 4-year Amazon warranty, so any problems, I'm able to bring it back in. But that one there only cost me, with the warranty, 199 bucks. So to me, it was a good buy. Sorry, I do not have the ability to test it up for y'all and show you the specifications and stuff. But I can show you what it is anyway. Alright guys, I won't take any more of your time, and I'll speak to y'all later.